leadership now in the Senate and the House. It's going to be interesting to see if the governor gets what he wants. WMAR 2 News' Don Harrison talked to the governor today.
Governor Larry Hogan stated at the beginning of the session the theme of this year will be accountability.
And we are following through on that theme here this morning by submitting an accountability budget.
A budget that is just shy of $48 billion, and a large chunk of that budget goes to education.
This budget invests a record $7.3 billion into K through 12 education, which is, once again, above and beyond the education spending formulas proposed by the legislature.
And speaking to the governor's desire for lawmakers to be accountable for their spending, he addressed the Kerwin Commission's $40 to $60 billion education proposal.
The state should not and cannot, however, simply increase $33 billion in new spending that we do not have without any plan whatsoever about where the funding is going to come from.
Governor Hogan says he will not have any tax increases in his budget, even though a multi-billion-dollar education proposal with no named funding source was put on the table by Democrats. Senate President Bill Ferguson reiterated earlier this week his thoughts on raising taxes.
I think we're looking at a number of different options on the table. What I think it's very fair to say is that we're not going to see increases in the property tax rate, the sales tax rate, or the income tax rate.
Governor Hogan said the crime problem in Baltimore City should be our #1 focus for this budget, and leaders and judges in Baltimore City need to be responsible to hold criminals accountable for their role in the violence in Baltimore.
We've invested $1 billion in public safety in Baltimore City in 5 years. Obviously, our focus now is to try to get the legislature to support us on getting tough on these violent criminals.
The governor will reveal his budget to legislative leaders at a breakfast meeting Wednesday morning. In Annapolis, Don Harrison, WMAR 2 News.